Mary Ann was an ordinary girl who was born and lived in London. The family had many children, and the heroine of the story had to start working early. But everything was more or less going well. At some point, Mary met her future husband, Mr. Bevan. The couple got married and had children. Mary Ann was an ordinary girl who was born and lived in London. The family had many children, and the heroine of the story had to start working early. But everything was more or less going well. At some point, Mary met her future husband, Mr. Bevan. The couple got married and had children. Then misfortune struck Mary. She was seriously ill. First there were headaches, then began to increase in the size of the bone, changing facial features. The cause of the disease, most likely, was changes in the pituitary gland. Growth hormone began to be produced too actively. Mary had changed beyond recognition. And this has become a real problem. The woman refused to take anywhere to work. Not only that, but she didn't want to go out, because people were laughing, pointing, and looking at Mary Ann openly and for a long time. It was terrible. The woman was overcome by depression. She didn't know what to do with her life. How to walk with children, how to earn a living for yourself, your sons and daughters. We must pay tribute to the husband. He did not leave his wife in trouble, despite the fact that she became ugly. Mr. Bevan supported Mary Ann, looking for ways to cure her. Unfortunately, in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they could not cope with such diseases. It is now medicine has developed so much that Mary Ann could easily be helped. It may not be easy, but the disease would definitely be managed. Mrs. Bevan, alas, was not fortunate enough to be born in our time. After 11 years, Mary Ann's husband went to a better world. The woman was left alone with 4 children. We had to do something, make money somehow. One day, Mary Ann found out that a contest was being held in the country for the ugliest female appearance. And she decided to participate in this event. Then the widow Bevan noticed an American circus that collected all sorts of freaks, dwarfs, women with beards, Siamese twins, and so on. Mary Ann was invited to perform. The woman didn't hesitate for long. She knew perfectly well that if she refused, the children might simply starve to death. Mary Ann's performances were very successful. Bright, luxurious dresses were specially made for her, which emphasized the unattractive appearance of a woman with large facial features, thumbs, etc. It was hard to perform, but Mary Ann always remembered her responsibility, her children. In Europe, after she started working in the circus, she came only once on tour in Paris. Mary Ann Bevan lived to be 59. If it weren't for the disease, maybe the woman would have stayed in this world for a longer time. But, alas! Mrs. Bevan had left a will to bury her in London, her home country. By the way, the contest for the ugliest appearance is held today. But now everything is more humane. Applications are not accepted from sick people. The contest involves those who can make the most awkward face. Movies have changed over the course of a century. They don't show dwarfs in circuses, either. They are filmed in movies. But no one is laughing at these people now, thank heaven. Rather, there are individuals who cannot be called politically correct. But this is an exception to the rule. The story of Mary Ann Bevan shows that there is a way out of any situation. If you want to, you can do a lot. Especially when it comes to children.